Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I'm coming at you guys today with a tutorial, and this is my first tutorial I'm doing with teaching people how to draw. Everything's not, I don't know what's the word, totally correct, but this is how I do it, and this is how I do my dolls. So quite a few people have said they'd love to learn to draw, or they would love to learn how to make these dolls, and anyone can learn to draw. It is one small step after another little small step after another little small step. So, we're going to make a doll here, and I'm going to leave enough room here to be able to collage around it and paint around it and do some stuff like, let me show you. Quick. I should have already had this out. You guys have seen it already. Like the one that I'm going to be sending Chrissy Crosser. She won the last little giveaway. Okay, this one here. So that I'll give you guys more room so you can collage around it. Okay, so there won't be hair all the way over here. I'll make it a little smaller so you can collage all around it and make an art journal page out of this. Okay, so what I want to tell you too is very simple. All you need is a pencil, eraser, and a pencil sharpener. That's all we need, and a piece of paper. You can just use any cardstock that you have. If you have 110 pound, that'd be better. But if you only have your regular cardstock that you use that we use all the time, then just use that. If you only got a piece of paper, just get a piece of paper, pencil, eraser out, and we're good. Okay, so let me make sure that I'm in frame. Yes, I believe you guys can see me. All right, now I know normally you start with making a head. I don't. I start with the eyes because my eyes are huge. So when I learn to make these, you start with the eyes. So I'm going to start right here with this eye here on this side. I'm trying to make a decision of where I want to put it. Here we go. Big decision. Now, this is my other thing. If I have to erase 5 or 6 times, I'm going to go ahead and leave that. I don't know how to edit anyway, but leave that in there because you know what? That's what happens for real. You'll have to erase. Sometimes I have to erase. And it'll show you, I'll show you what really goes on when I make these dolls. Okay, now, to make the other eye, you put your middle finger here. And that's how much space, okay? And kind of mark a little dot right there. Now, to make sure the eyes are kind of like, across from each other somewhat, I just draw a little line like that. Okay? And now, right where I put that, like right there, that's that space here with our finger. That gives us our space between the eyes. And again, from there, just start drawing another. You can kind of see the shape I'm doing. Okay? And, okay, now, let me show you something I did. That one's way bigger than that one. Darn it. Alright, so I need to make adjustments, and this is, I do this a lot. I'm going to come over here and make this one a little bit bigger. And just bring it up a little bit. And this may happen to you too, and you just make adjustments as you need to. Now, both eyes aren't exactly the same, and even on your face, both eyes aren't exactly the same. So, as long as they are basically the same, that's all we need. As long as they're basically both the same size, that's all we need. Okay? I'm going to make this one a tad bit smaller. Just a tad. And draw lightly, because then that gives you a better opportunity for erasing. Okay, so now I can erase this line here that gave us our spacing in between. And that is actually the correct space of a real eye when you're drawing it. Excuse my head. Okay, also I put a little, these are like the little tear ducts, I put a little line in there and there. Next we're going to do the eyeball. Okay, and we'll do it on both sides. Like that. Making sure you guys, I'm looking at my camera to make sure see how you guys can see everything. Yeah, good. You guys can see good. Alright, so that's next. And I'm glad that I'm doing this to time, because this way, in real time, you guys can follow along with me. You can maybe watch the video once and then pull out your pencil and a piece of paper and do it with me. So you do that. Next, let's do the other eyeball. Okay. Okay, the next thing I like to do, I gotta sharpen my pencil. The next thing I like to do, I like to do the eyelashes. I like this to start looking like an eye as soon as possible, so that the face starts coming together when I get these eyes in. Okay, so one second, let me work on something here. Okay, this is how you do the eyelashes. You're gonna make little. It's gonna start real small, and you're gonna get bigger and bigger, like this. And then you bring it right around and get real small here. Okay. There, just like that. Okay, and you're flicking out like that. Now, on this side, you're going to flick out here. So you're going out here and out on that side. Okay, so you're going this way and you're going that way. If you go the other way, your eyelashes don't look as effective. You just get a prettier eyelash. And you guys, this is just the way I do it. If you're like, oh, I don't like eyelashes that big, then make them smaller. If you don't like your eyes this big, make your eyes smaller. Now, with my technique, you can't make really small eyes, like correct looking eyes, because the whole face is about the eyes. And the way I'm going to draw, we're going to draw in the face in a minute. So anyway, you'll understand as we keep going along. So you can make them smaller than this, but not like little bitty eyes, or my technique isn't going to work. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the nose. Okay, so from the bottom of the eye, I know this looks all like I'm getting all technical, but I'm really not. From the bottom of the eye, just go 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So you're just shy a little bit of an inch. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We all understand how to measure because we all do scrapbooking. Okay, so when you do 1/4, 2, 3/4, put a little teeny dot there so you know where the nose needs to start. Okay, now this is how we do the nose. You're going to do a little of like a smile. Okay, do a little smile. Then you're going to put these little things that look like little tears. Okay, and you're going to connect those there. Then you're going to draw in a little circle up and a little circle up there. Okay, you're going to put in little little C curves. Actually, I need to go a little bit. And 1 second, guys. I want to make this one look a little bit smaller. Hopefully that looks good. You know what? We're going to start again. 1 second, guys. Sorry. We're going to start do it one more time. I already told you guys, if I have to start again, I'm going to do it for real so that you guys can see that, you know, I also have to start over again sometimes. Okay. Again, do the smile. Then do the little tears. There. That's what I like. Okay, so those are the little tears on the ends. Now, from there, you're going to make these little circles. Or these little C's, just like that. Go ahead and fill this in very lightly. These are the nostrils. Okay. Then you're going to take this one right here. You're going to take that little C curve and you're going to bring it up. Oh, let's stop right there. We can leave that where it's at. We should have put the eyebrows in already, but it's fine. So go ahead and just leave that how we just did that. All right, let's go back up to the eyes and let's put some eyebrows in. How you do eyebrows, it's very easy. All you're going to do, I learned this from Jane Davenport, you're just going to make a little check. Isn't that easy? Okay, we don't have to go up quite that high. Make a little check like that, just a small check, and then bring the check and make it into an eyebrow like that. And then go ahead and close that check in like that. And then that will give us the eyebrow. I don't have to quite make my check so darn big. I was just trying to do it to make it obvious for you guys. Okay. And then feather the eyebrow out. Okay. Now over here, let's do another check. Now it's harder to do a check this way. So I just go like that and I go up like that. So I kind of do it a little more. I don't know. I just feel weird when I do it that way, but that's how I do it. I really can't explain it, but you guys saw. Okay, and then just take that check and go like that with it and fill it in. Okay. Now we got our eyebrows in. Okay, and the reason we needed eyebrows, let's go back to the nose. This thing we just did, we need to bring that got to continue that. Oops. Okay, got to bring that like this. All the way up to the eyebrows. Okay? See how it's really beginning to look like a nose? Okay, and then we need to like just a little bit, not too much, just define this nose a little bit. Just a little bit. All right? All right, now let's go on to, and things will start coming together as we keep going. Okay, next thing we're going to do is right underneath the nose, you have that little divot. You're going to make a teardrop, a real small teardrop right there. And the teardrop point is going to be facing down. Is that right? Or is that face up? I'm trying to make sure what I'm doing. Okay, you guys, let me double check my teardrop on my face real quick. I just started changing that teardrop. It's really not that super important, but I just started changing that on things. I was looking for, yeah. No, it actually goes the other way. That's what I thought. Okay, so the teardrop, the point goes facing up. Okay, so again, do a little teardrop. The point of the teardrop goes facing up. Fill it in. So that's it right there. Let's see if you guys can see that. I'm going to come in just a little bit on that so you can see that. Okay, see the teardrop underneath the nose? It's just a real small teardrop. Okay, I'm going to come back out so you guys can see. If I can come in a little closer. See how it's really starting to look like a face? Okay, but we need the face. But first we got to do the lips. Lips are next. Okay. So the lips, what you're going to do is right under that teardrop, you're just going to make a V. Okay. Just like that. And then you're going to make it look like an M and bring it down like this. Okay, I know that looks crazy right now, doesn't it? But it's going to look great. Okay, so now what we do is we're just going to soften up that part that's like like an M. How you go dun dun and make this M. You're going to come here, you're going to go like this until you soften it up and round it out. Round it out. Now see how it already starts looking like a lip. Now, you don't take the lips and go from end to end here and go like that. You're going to have these big clown lips. Okay? You come in about right here. Come down. And bring it up. Okay? From there, put your smile line in. See how pretty that looks now? We have these things out here too much. Just erase them a little bit and bring them in where they look natural. And make sure you erase them because I went to color mine in and I didn't erase that, and I was working fast, and all of a sudden I colored it in with my either my Copics or my pencils, and it was too late to like bring it back in. I was like, oh! But you know what I did is I sprayed over it and used it as a collage piece, and you guys will see that in another work. Okay. So now just bring those out just a little bit right here. And you can bring them up just a little bit if you want her to smile. So I'm just bringing mine up a little bit. Okay, now see, I did something. This is up a little higher than that lip. So to even it out, just kind of work this side a little bit more and rounding it. Okay, and then, see? And now we're even. And that's fine because you're going to fill this in anyway, and this will be a part of the fill-in. Okay, so now I'm liking that. I'm just kind of retracing my steps on my lip. Okay, all right, there we go with that. Now, underneath the lips, you always have another little divot here, real small underneath, and then another little C curve underneath that. All right, now, so now we have our face. Now we need to, we need to draw the outlining of the face in. Yeah, that's looking really good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just follow my hand here. We're going to start drawing the face in. So this is going to be right here on the side of these eyelashes is going to be our border of the face. So you come down and just really sketch it lightly so that if you have to erase, you can. Okay, so there we go with that. And then come again. Again, this is going to know, you're going to come right on the side of the eyelashes and the eyebrow. Really, the eyelashes is your key, because sometimes you've gone too far on your eyebrow, so don't worry about that. Your key will be the eyebrow, the eyelashes. Okay. And that looks really good. I like that. Kind of clean up your lines afterwards so you don't have like a million feathery lines. We really don't want that. You want to be solid. Clean up your little feathery lines. Just so, and go back. There we go. Excuse my head here and there. It has to be in there so I can blow on these erasers. Little eraser pieces. And I'm glad I'm doing it like this so I can show you the good, bad, and the ugly of drawing. So you can see, like, hey, she's using her eraser. She goes back and forth till she gets it just right. Okay, so I'm liking that. Okay, so now the next thing we do is we need the forehead. So we got the bottom half of the face. We need the forehead so we can put the hair in. Okay, so from here, it's very important that you don't go any further out, because then the head's going to look like, I don't know, horrible. So you got to start going in with your line like this, heading towards the center to make the forehead. Okay, same thing on this side, in. Okay, so there's that, and bring this all up till we get to a forehead. Now, to make it, and if you start looking a little bit like that, round it out again on the sides a little bit more. You really want that to look more rounded. Don't have any points there. So if you start looking like any points right there, when you're starting to go up, erase it and get the point out of there. Okay, so now there we go. And if you look at this, a correct, like all the different divisions of the face, underneath the eyes, from the eyes down should be like half the face, and the other part should be the forehead. So there's that part, and then there's that part. Okay? So or is it here? Okay, I think it's like this. The eye should be at, okay, I guess it's just the eye spirit. The eye should be should come at half. Okay, you have the size of your head. Your eye should come down to the halfway point of the size of the head. And look, it does. So there's that part, and there's that part. Okay? So the eyes, this is important. If you ever want to like mess with proportions, at least start with your eyes halfway down the face. Your eyes cannot be up here, and they cannot be up here. You have to have a place for eyebrows, and you have to have a place for the forehead. Okay. Now that I've explained that. Okay, we want to make a side part. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on hair now. And we're not going to have all this forehead. This is all going to be covered up. Okay, guys? So don't worry. We're going to have a side part, so let's erase that part there. And how do I want to do that? Yeah, I believe that's how I want to do it. Let's bring this up like this. Okay, no, that looks funky, but it's okay. Okay, that's going to be our side part for the hair to go this way and for this hair to go that way. Okay, and the first thing I'm trying out this new thing. I'm going to show you guys. I've been practicing a new way of doing hair. Let me see if that's in the thing. I'm going to put that over here really quick. I've been practicing a new way of doing hair. See how this hair here is flowing? I'm practicing that. So, you know, if I don't get it right the first time, bear with me. We'll get it together. That's a new way of doing hair, so it's really flowing. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get rid of some of this forehead. Okay, because right now she's looking too alienish. Okay, so we need to get rid of this forehead. So we're going to bring the hair down like this. Okay, and that is going to, hair's going to fly somewhere. Then here, we need to bring, I'm trying to decide if that's why I want that to be like that. 1 second, guys. We may do it the other way. We are going to do it that way. Okay. All right, I lied. Let's take it and bring the V, bring our side part like that and like this. Okay? And we'll erase this part too. Like I said, this is my first time I'm doing the hair like this. I usually do the hair differently. So I had to think for a second. All right, so from here, bring this down. Okay, so this is so now that we have some natural hair coming down her face. Okay, and we can bring this, actually dip this down a little bit more. Oh, I'm doing a lot of erasing. Okay, let's dip this down a little bit more. Like that. Okay, now that looks so much better. We don't have so much forehead. Isn't that looking so much better already? Okay, so when we did that, we need to think of doing hair in blocks, not just strands. And that's what I just learned from Jane Davenport. Okay, so again from here, we have this hair here. Let's let that go out. Let's join some more hair here. And let that go out. Okay? And we don't have to go out for our first one. We don't need to go out that far. Let's go about right here. Let's end it here. Okay, there. And make sure that's rounded. And the more loose you are about the hair, the better your hair is going to come out, okay? So again, let's do it again. And as soon as you do it, follow it up again to connect it, okay? And then we just need to bring some hair here to connect all this together. So let's do it again. Okay, now let's bring this. Bring some more hair down like that. And then we need to bring a big chunk down here to connect all of this together. So again here. And that connects onto here. We'll bring this right here. Okay, and we can bring some more here. That. And let's do like that and bring this out like this. So I'm not talking much, I'm letting you guys just see what I'm doing. And that would probably make it easier than me keep talking, because it's just very free form. So however you end up going, it's the way it is. Okay. Do I like that? I think I do. Okay, so, and then we can throw some, now we can throw some lines in the hair, okay? Here, and then throw some lines here. Throw some lines in here and here. Okay, and the other thing I see that I want to get rid of, okay, we don't any longer need that forehead line in there. So any line that you see that was the part of the forehead, just erase those lines out of there. You don't need those in there anymore. Okay, so erase the forehead lines out. But you need those there first to, you know, get everything going. Okay? And then from there just put back whatever you end up erasing out of there. I don't like that. Okay. You gotta stay, this is the thing with this, you gotta stay loose. The looser you stay, the better off